Muline is an automatic livestock feeding system. The need for Muline came directly from farmers because they couldn't find a suitable solution on the market. One of their main problems was that existing systems were too complicated and they weren't small enough to fit inside their barns. They choose Muline for its flexibility and the time it saves them. In fact, one farmer told us explicitly that he wants to set up the robot just so he can stay at a picnic whenever there is one. So, a perfect example is the Postotnik farm. They saved 55 minutes a day on feeding, even though they still have to mix the feed in a mixer wagon. Our robot can also be fitted with an additional drum that pushes feed to the manger, which works for all flat feeding tables. Tony Kuchenberger, who runs a hay farm, has a robot just like this. It's very useful for him because the cows push the feed away a lot. The robot regularly moves through the barn and pushes the feed back to the manger, so the cows always have it available. Besides saving time, the Muline robot also increases milk yield precisely because of the regular feeding schedule, and also because we can customize the meal. Because the animals sort less, they get feed every hour or every 2 hours. The condition in their stomach is also much more constant, which, as we all know, is very important for cows, ensuring no single feed component overpowers another. On a couple of farms, we actually measured the increase in milk yield, and it went up by 10 to 15%. This is certainly due to the more regular feeding and also the ability to customize the meal, which this system allows us to do. In addition to milk yield, the system also saves energy. We've measured savings of between 40 and 60%. It also saves time. And when we put it all together, using the Postotnik farm as an example, we basically calculated that they save 23,000 euros annually. The Muline system is ideal for farms with narrow corridors, small barns, and small feeding tables. Places you can basically only reach with a wheelbarrow and almost nothing else. That's because the robot is only 85 centimeters wide and the required height can be as little as 1.5 meters. Farmers usually decide on the Muline system because they want to save time and because they can't fit other machinery, like mixer wagons and other automatic systems, into their barns, which takes up a lot of their time and energy. They also choose the system for its flexibility because an automatic feeding system allows them to be more flexible with their schedule. They don't always have to be in the barn at the exact same time. They can stay a bit longer at a picnic or a celebration. They're a little less tied to their barn.